All right, y'all. Welcome back to SIBN Sports Talking Junk. Today, Clara Salette.
What's up, y'all?
Dan the man. And who's that guy over there? Who that guy?
Popcorn him out over here.
Who that guy? Who that guy? All right, Stan, you up.
Stan.
What?
Stan, we talking junk. Listen, before we came on, Stan, we were having heated discussions about some sports stuff, right? Was it the Falcons? We were going ham. We were going in. Was it the Hawks?
We had the Hawks.
We had the Hawks, right?
Put both birds in the same basket.
We need some leadership is what we need.
Now listen, we were talking about basketball and we were talking about the need for leadership. And you brought up a very, very valid point when you started talking about Michael Jordan's day and how he brought that team together. Talk about it, Stan.
Well, it's all about leadership.
Right.
If you don't have enough leadership on the floor that takes and gel all the personnels together. I mean, Michael Jordan, before the Bulls was advancing into playoff in this championship, he had his average 36 points a game, but they was losing.
Right.
Okay, so what he did, he has to go in and restructure and say, okay, Scotty, we need you. I need your support. And I need you to shoot the ball.
Right.
See?
Right.
I need you to go ahead and play and rebound.
He's not drunk.
Okay. And that's what he did. He went to each personnel and told them, say, I need your support.
Right.
They gave them a more unified leadership in Michael now that he got all the scoring and rebounding and defense spread out.
Right.
Everybody participate because he came to them.
Right. And we were talking about how important that is to have a leader on the floor that understands that you just can't score. You got to freaking help other people learn how to score and to play defense and to do the valid things that are necessary to win.
And that's what he did.
Right.
He brought unity within, and he caused all of them to start thinking
and playing.
Right.
See?
Right.
It's more to playing sports than just athletic skills. That's a plus. But you got to think. Thinking, you plan ahead.
You have to be a progressive.
You anticipate.
Yeah.
See?
I agree with that.
That's when you saw the Bulls start winning. Championship.
And then we compared the likes of LeBron James and how D. Wade took a step back in Miami so that LeBron could lead the team. And the reason we felt that was important was because if you have a young man playing at the level that he was playing, thinking at the way he was thinking, it was time for someone else to take the reins of Miami and lead those guys to the championship.
Well, understand that D. Wade left Marquette with the highest grade point average of an athlete there, okay?
Right, dude, boy.
Okay, so as the leader, as a guard, and he gave turned the reins over to LeBron's to be that, take that team to the next level.
Right.
A guard who control the team, sit back. He's at the point.
Right.
He can see as the forwards and the centers are moving around.
Right.
He control, and that's what it takes. It takes leadership of somebody who's thinking to pull everybody. And then he goes in and they discuss this. This is what teamworks come in. But you got to be a creative thinker.
Right. And you said the Hawks is lacking that.
The Hawks is liking that. One day you got this person, next day you got this person, the next day you got this person.
With him being classroom smart, that qualifies him as being court smart? Ball smart?
Of course.
Of course.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something now. Don't be playing with this. Are you trying to be funny or are you serious? Because I know we talking bull. But check this out. Listen, check this out. What I'm trying to say is this. You thinking that a person who is smart as heck, when they get out on that court to play, those smarts are very important and crucial to winning.
Well,
and D. Wade is a smart dude when he takes it to the hole.
Now check this out. And I only inquire because, for those of you, and don't get me wrong, Dwayne Wade, great point guard. No disrespect. He's a smart fella and all whatnot. For those of you that don't know, Kevin Garnett never went to college. Graduated high school, but guess what? He failed his ACT 4 times before submitting that he would go into the NBA. Got drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here he is now today, 36 years old, still playing with the Boston Celtics.
Well, he's the exception to the rule, I think.
No, but I'm not saying that only people with the smarts of D-Wade can play the game. Listen, there's several levels of this thing that you need. You gotta have the street smarts and you gotta have the smart smarts. And together they work. Now, Grant is just a whole different breed. Garnett, he came from the streets. He came from the streets. So, when you consider that, and where they come from, it makes a difference, don't you think? Because street smarts, to me, is just as freaking up on the same level with freaking book smarts now.
Well, you have
Phil Jackson with the Chicago Bulls as well, who's a thinker.
But see, you also have the front office. They still get motivated speakers to introduce a thought process to their players.
Right.
Okay. Kevin Garnett received this. All the teams front office allow personnel to get individual attention about thinking, the whole concept about thinking, because out on the floor when they are performing, they make mistakes. Mistakes come from when you become relaxed and you don't think.
Complacent, right.
Okay?
Right.
That's where mistakes and the momentum of game changes.
Oh, yeah.
If everybody's working on the same cylinders and thinking and passing and moving and hitting and thinking that this shot is going to go in.
As a unit.
Yeah.
As a unit, they win. Yes, and not just one game, they are consistent with streams of games.
Right. So it does make a difference. I mean,
it makes
thinking on the floor, it's not just about being book smart. I mean, people can think and not have ever gone to college now. I mean, look at LeBron James. He came straight into the NBA out of high school.
But he came into a system and a stream that had been flowing and was missing one ingredient to me. And he completed that team. So they were thinking before he got there.
Right.
Cleveland
didn't have a team that was thinking.
Cleveland was his practice ground. I mean,
I thought you was talking about Cleveland.
I'm talking about Miami.
No, talking about
Miami.
Oh, okay.
But let's talk Cleveland. Let's talk Cleveland. Okay. That's a case where the front office wasn't thinking. Now, you have to take it wherever you want to go.
Right, because see, if you notice,
Cleveland, y'all, he's all pumped up over there.
LeBron James had to do everything.
Right.
He had to rebound.
And that's what you're talking
He had to bring the ball down the floor.
He had
to pass off.
Yeah.
He had to set a screen to come out to get the ball to shoot and score.
Right.
If they'd have had a point guard who is designated to think, they wouldn't have had that problem.
Well, Cleveland's
they
best
would have
team.
won.
Cleveland's best team was Mo Williams, Boobie Gibson, Daniel Gibson, Anderson Varejao, LeBron James, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Shaq, Anthony Parker, Anderson Varejao. I'm not Anderson Varejao. Antoine Jameson, J.J. Hickson. They had a lot of guys back in the day. They've had good teams to where they just for some reason got upset and could not win the championship.
I told you what Cleveland's problem is. I'm from Cleveland, okay? The problem with Cleveland is the consistency of thinking in the front office affects the thinking in the back office.
There you go.
Well, what was wrong with that back office though that year?
I mean,
repeat that again, Mark. I don't think that he heard you.
Cleveland has had this problem in every sports arena, even with the Indians. I mean, they have this thing where they go but so far, and then they fall off the cliff.
So just like
that sounds like somebody else I know.
so just like their team of when they had Mark Price back in the day and all kinds of whatnot.
Mark Price. I mean, those were the golden days. But you know what? Here's Atlanta does what Cleveland does. If you do not perform in the one instance of the playoff or win the Super Bowl, then you get rid of the winning or the veteran coaches and staff. And that's where you're wrong. Bernie Kosar went to Miami as well. Miami Dolphins. The following year that he left Cleveland, he wins a Super Bowl.
This is true now.
Come on. I mean,
okay. Now you talking now.
Wait a minute. Thinking has to be congruent. I felt that right there.
You felt that?
As he said, it's a team flow.
Yeah.
It's the ownership and management team. That's
Coaching
what Dallas' problem is. Dallas' problem, they don't have a playing problem. They have a management problem.
And that's true because I mean the owner needs to step aside and get a general manager. Seriously, I mean you can't do it all. And the way he looks at the game and the way he looks at the way he wants things as an owner, it's different from where it should be.
His head is
and
too
he
big.
needs to step out of the picture and he needs to get a real general manager to lead his team to victory because
he's got legacy.
Not doing a good
Wait,
job.
he's got legacy in his mind.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have legacy in his mind, but I almost makes him a little senile.
Yeah,
because he's a little worried that I done spent all this money on this stadium.
Yeah.
I'm known as a Dallas Cowboy owner. I got to win. Just because you think you got to do something, don't give you the power to win.
Yeah.
You got to do what every other
So you saying
team,
money doesn't buy everything?
Money don't buy. Don't get me started.
Okay. You got the retractable roof and all this crap. You know, you got the Victoria's Secrets.
So that's a dog and pony show, Claire?
That's a bunch of bull crap.
That's the dog and pony show,
It is. And I mean, you know, who you putting on the show for is what I want to know because you ain't winning. I mean, and you got to at some point step back. And Dallas can win. Everybody knows that Dallas can win. I mean, they have always
I'm going to tell you what I think
win.
Dallas' problem is. It's boiled down to one little a boiled egg that's boiled over too hard. Dallas' problem is they are afraid. What will the front office do? Because they only answer. Everybody answers to one person.
I just want Dallas to do me one favor. Get a good second string quarterback to get Tony Romo off his ass. Well, did I say that? I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah.
To make Tony Romo say, "Oh, I better play better because they're going to replace me." Yeah. And Tony needs to have a threat to his job. He feels so secure and so safe. He sits there and he's not playing.
Psychologically speaking, he echoes the sentiments of the owner. Oh. Just because you got it, don't mean you're going to keep it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that was well said.
That's right.
That's the coach, y'all. Yeah. That's how he does it.
That's how the coach.
That's how the coach does it. So, Matthew, what? Yes, Come on, Matthew. Put it on the table. What is it that you want to gripe about right now?
What I want to freaking gripe about is how in the world
I knew it. I was ready.
Michael Jordan shot that ball over Craig Elo in the 1989 playoff for the Bulls' first playoff series win in their history. But beyond that, but beyond that, getting into it, the fact of what the Hawks have to fix is just like I said, like we said earlier. They've got 3 guys on contract for next season. If Howard isn't happy with the Lakers, can he come to Atlanta? If Chris Paul does not resign with the Clippers, can he come to Atlanta? Can we build?
This is a circus.
So you're saying Atlanta, even though they're playing well, they still need to be.
It's not going to happen.
There's cap space.
It's just not going to happen.
I agree with you, Marcus. It's not going to happen.
There's cap space with dreams.
You got to change minds.
Come to Atlanta. Can they show them the door and bring them in and say, "Hey, Howard, this is your city, man. Come in here with Lou Williams. Come in here with Josh Smith."
But that's the problem. That's the problem. You bring veterans in to show the way. And they don't do it.
More than veterans,
because the media wants a hero. He wants this young kid can play so well, and they lift him up. Forget the veterans.
Yes, he's a hometown hero.
No, we don't need any heroes. We need W's. W's.
Oh, more than W's, we need C's.
The coach is fired up.
We need C's. We need rings.
But see, Mark
ain't gonna get there.
But coach, you're saying that if we're getting ready to get this new stadium, we got to win.
Well, I'm just gonna say it like this. First of all, a new stadium probably will boost the momentum. The problem with the Falcons, to me, on the outside looking in as a layman sports enthusiast, okay? Not really in there, but I'm on the peripheral.
Well, I'm just a couch potato. Okay?
Exactly. The problem is momentum. You got Matt Ryan doing his job, pretty much for the most part. You have the team doing their job. Fans suck. I'm sorry. Fans suck, and some of the management sucks because some of the plays that they call are not Matt Ryan's plays. Right. So the stadium will give momentum to the people.
Coaching. I think you mean coaching because the coaching will be given to the plays. You said management.
Well, I meant coaching. You know how coaching got so excited. But that's the truth, though. Mike Smith is such a great coach. You don't want to take anything away from him.
Please don't punish Mike Smith.
But there are times when they call plays and you're wondering, you got 3rd and down. Remember saying you said earlier, and what did they do?
Third and 12, and they throw a 2-yard pass.
I mean, you need
a 2-yard pass, but you need 12 yards.
Down, right? Who called that play? Who called that play?
Let's ask somebody.
What's going on?
And why did he throw it to him?
Right.
Yeah.
That's just like the Alabama-Georgia game, right?
Don't go there. I knew you was
Don't go there.
No, I got to go there.
I made me popcorn.
I got to go there. Wait a minute. No, I am going there. Listen, you standing here. You got 12 seconds left in the game.
On the clock.
If you don't get the ball in the end zone, you lose. And you throw a freaking ball. No timeouts left. You throw the ball to the 1-yard line. And he falls on the ground and lets the time run out. I'm just asking.
What he was supposed to do, Claire, was what? Drop that damn ball.
Spike the ball.
Throw the ball away.
Okay, that's just exactly what we was
Spike
talking
the ball.
about.
No,
if you don't think,
right,
and you go on instant,
right,
you on default mode.
Yeah,
According to default mode, it's where you make mistakes.
But you can tell the difference in a thinker and someone that just goes for it, because Peyton Manning is a clear example of a thinker. When you watch the way he watches the defense and how he organizes his team and call plays at the line. Woo!
I got a question.
Right.
I love it.
I'm not chewing loud enough.
Are the Bears a playoff team this year?
Well, I mean, we thought they were.
Everybody was bragging at the beginning of the season.
I know, right?
Look, I'm going to go Decatur on you. Everybody was bragging.
Who was our co-host?
Go Bears! Go Bears!
Our co-host earlier
Right,
this
go
season.
Bears.
I'm just saying.
Basketball glory.
Well, you're
right,
right, Coach, on that one.
What about the Ravens? Are they a playoff team?
Yes, I think the Baltimore Ravens
I think
are
the Ravens are going to spread their wings and fly away.
I hope so.
They lost so close to the Redskins.
Claire.
And I know.
Out, Ray
Lewis is very important to that team.
That's the team. That's the leader.
But let me tell you something.
But
He's leading from the sideline, though. Have you watched him? That's a true leader. When you are out of the game, you're still coaching. You're still leading. You're still encouraging your defense. You're still talking to the guys. That's a true leader right there.
Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings.
Lewis. Go Ray.
Minnesota Vikings. Are they a potential playoff team? Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings? Who's talking about the Minnesota Vikings?
I'm asking you.
No.
Adrian Peterson.
Are you sure?
I will tell you this.
Wild card.
Adrian Peterson.
Just saying.
That boy is so good. I want to see him on a team that can win him a ring. For real, though. Because that boy is carrying that team right now. Over 100 yards rushing every game. He does not stop. He don't quit. He don't give up. That's a true sportsman right there.
Well, I was understanding that the Falcons may try to get him to
to
go with the wide out with Julio Jones and...
That would be nice.
Let me tell you something.
You
get Adrian Peterson.
Listen.
I'm telling you, that would be the best decision.
And I think
that
that's
Falcons
Atlanta's problem. Atlanta's team player. Team playing is there, right?
Right.
But we just not well rounded. Some of the things that you see on the football field with Atlanta Falcons, with teams that don't matter right now, those plays are for kids. That's for kindergarten. That's when you're just learning.
It's like JaVale McGee.
That's when you're just learning. That let you know they just haven't been
So you're saying that's like tricks for kids, plays for kids?
Plays for kids.
I know what Coach is
Toys
saying.
for tots.
You should be on meat, but you still drinking milk. Right, Coach?
It's like toys for tots. Toys for tots. Donate at Publix.
Y'all, we done went ham on SIBN Sports today. This is Sports Extra.
Talking junk.
We talking junk. We telling how it really is. Listen, let me tell you what we doing, fans. We're saying what you want to say,
but you ain't got
nobody
the
else won't say it for you. So we trying to say it for you today. Listen, we want you to go to our
before
page.
you go, the Browns.
What about a man? Who cares?
I mean, and that's the power of the mind. You could be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
And the Browns makes more news doing something when it matters not than the Falcons that was doing something and now they acting like it don't matter.
Well, Coach, we know you're from Cleveland, okay? But sometimes you have to let things go. Let it go.
I was like, no, wait a minute, Stan.
Let the Browns go.
No, Stan. They still mad at LeBron. When I talk to my father-in-law and my mother-in-law about LeBron James, they say, oh, who that LeBron James. LeBron James ain't nothing.
And you know what? That's the mentality up there in Cleveland, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You screw us, we screw you.
If you
we don't
from
even watch you
Cleveland,
play
I'm sorry.
no more. So
Talk about that fan page. We got to get out of here.
All right, listen, y'all. Check us out on SIBN Sportscast fan page on Facebook. Join us. Let's have some conversations. Tell us what you think about the rant. Tell us what you think about the extra.
The rant.
Tell us what. Yes, this is a rant, doggone it. We going ham in the house.
Sports rant.
This is the sports rant.
Oh, God.
Hey, give us your thoughts. Give us your... Listen, people have walked up to me at work and said, hey, I see what you're doing. And, you know, it's good to hear that people are listening. It's good to know that people appreciate and like what we do. We enjoy it. We appreciate your support. Go ahead, Matthew, and close us out, man. Matthew is eating popcorn, y'all. Matthew, close us out.
I forgot what to say. No, I didn't. All right, folks. Y'all be sure to check us out on our Facebook fan page at www.facebook.com/SIBN Sports.fanpage.
And all together now, keeping up with your...
And not keeping up with your... It's keeping you on top of your teams and news, stats, and wins. This is SIBN Sports. You're gonna mimic me while I'm gone again, aren't you? You're gonna mimic me while I'm gone again, aren't you? I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening to one.
All right, y'all. We out.
You're all on my hit
y'all.
list. Even you
See you
listeners,
later.
you're all on my hit list if you're impersonating me right now. I got you guys.
You're listening to SIBN Radio on the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network. You're listening to SIBN Radio.